know what that is, right? That is an official USPSA target at range. Man, it's an elusive target. But that's got to be 25 yards. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my Astra Optix OTX 1600 to range it and find out. We're going to get a bead exactly on how far that target is, okay? Yep, that's 25 yards. Man, that target, it's an elusive target, I'll tell you. I've seen that target get so many different fits, and I'm probably the biggest one. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on that target, stand and deliver, and we're going to see if I can't master that target today. Welcome to On the Range. Welcome to On the Range. My name is Justin, for those of you first tuning in. Today, I think what we're going to work on is 25 yards, stand and deliver. I had a match this past weekend and my targets at range suffered a little bit. Didn't dry fire like I should have. I know better, Justin. But, you know, it is what it is at this point. That's something I've always struggled with, though. So my focus today is I want to figure out how I need to grab the gun. I want to figure out how I need to pull my trigger in order to keep those hits inside of the A and C zone. If I can keep them in the alphas, great. Basically, I just want them in Alpha Charlie. I don't want any deltas, and I don't want any mics. I suffered with that a little bit this last weekend where I didn't slow down quite enough, but even on some of the ones I didn't wrench down hard enough on the gun to be able to deliver that high point shot. So, you know, we're going to work on that today a little bit. I got 20 rounds of ammunition loaded up, and we're just going to poke some holes. There's not a lot that goes on with this drill. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. Most people have been standing and delivering on targets for years. I find it useful because if you've done anything to your gun recently, you can work that out. You can work out how your sights are doing, and you can work out your loads that you're reloading as well. Or if you move to a different kind of ammunition, you know, you can see how they're going to hit on paper. So let's load up the first 10 and let's give it a shot. We're not going to have a timer at all today. This is just going to be completely relaxed, no stress, no anything. We're just going to chill and we're just going to shoot. And I noticed looking down the sight, I was moving. I was wiggling a lot. Some people don't like to train in the wind. I don't mind it because a match day is scheduled when a match day is scheduled, and it doesn't matter if the wind's blowing or not. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm really not. I put a black dot on the paper just that way I could see and have a point of reference this far in. I mean, you're sitting here in a dirt bay. And sitting inside of that dirt bay, your targets have a tendency to blend in. So let's look and see how we did. All right. 1, 2, 3 alphas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Charlies. Could have been a lot better. I did notice that I'm pulling more right. So obviously not enough finger in or a flinch at range. So let's paste it up and we're going to do it again. Alright, you guys, we got her all pasted back up. I'm not disappointed in that. You know, those were all good solid hits, good point hits, But for as slow and methodical as I shot, I need to work on it. So let's load up another 10 and we'll give another go. I picked up the pace a little bit on that one. I didn't want to go such a snail's pace, so I could compare notes to see how I did against my first stand and deliver. Don't know, I can't tell what it looks like from here. And like I said, it is windy, guys. I apologize for the wind noise. I'll try and cut it out in editing, but we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, let's see here. Here we are. Let's see. That's better. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 alphas. That doesn't really count. I'd take it in a match, but for practice, it's not going to count. So we'll call that a little Charlie. But so 7 alphas and 3 Charlies. So there's a lot to be learned with it. I mean, obviously, when I sit down and I think too much about it, you can kind of see that I started dragging over and I had a lot more Charlies than what I had alphas. But when I just instinctively go and I go at a pace that feels good for me, the results showed a little bit. So I think we may load up one more mag and we're going to really rapid fire it now and see how we do after that. All right, you guys, I got that one all pasted up. Let's try one more and we're going to pick up the pace just a little bit. It'd be kind of nice to be able to find my happy medium, go slow, pick up the pace, and then really go after it and see if I can't kind of narrow down my time a little bit and still maintain those hits. So let's load it up and we'll give it a shot. I'm really curious to see how I did there. You know, I forced myself to really take my time so my sight would reset back down on the paper. I can tell you, looking at it on the way up here, I have a lot of low shots and I have a lot of deltas. So obviously that's a little too fast for me at range. It also looks like I pulled left some, so there's some work to be done there. And not an alpha 1. Well, I guess I got 1. And then 3 Charlies and the rest are deltas. So, I mean, there's a lot to be learned from it. Don't go fast at range. The faster you go, I mean, you get sloppy, and that much was evident. But if you go too slow, it's going to affect your time, and you could overthink it and shoot a little sloppy as well, at least in my case today. You find that good rhythm, what feels natural, how you feel comfortable to be able to shoot it. You know, so a lot of this can be done in dry fire. I know you can't simulate recoil and resetting your sight picture without, you know, cocking your hammer every time and you know, making your gun bump a little bit. But don't beat yourself up too much. Man, with these stages anymore in the wind, you see how flimsy the targets can be. I don't know what everybody has for target stance at their matches, how tightly they hold them, if they wiggle around in the wind. You know, this has got a big deviation, and that big deviation could mean the difference between a Charlie and an alpha, or a, you know, sometimes maybe even an alpha and a delta. So don't beat yourselves up too bad. I don't. I just take it as a learning lesson and things that I need to work on. So I want to thank the Sydney Shooting Park for allowing us to come out today. I also want to thank Astra Optix. They're sponsoring today's video. Without them, I'd be shooting at targets 30 yards because I can't pace my steps worth a darn. So I want to give a huge shout out to them for supporting us. Hit up www.astraoptix.com. Check out their rangefinders. They just got a new golf one. For those of you that like to golf on the weekends and maybe not shoot so much, check out their rangefinders there. And then you also check out their line of hunting rangefinders. So best bang for your buck. Their handshake warranty is top shelf. So I also want to thank Vault Apparel Company for putting together our t-shirt for our matches, or for our Road to Grandmaster we have going on. And if you like what we're doing, like and subscribe, comment. I love it when you guys comment on the videos, or if I post it to Facebook. You guys all have really good feedback. So I'm not going to keep you around any more of the day. So shoot fun, shoot straight. We'll see you next time.